Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mansa here from Upcycle. Today we'll learn resin art with no much supplies. So I created this pin board for Rakhi in a brother theme. So let's get started on how I did that. I'm using epoch resin today. This comes in a pack of resin and hardener. The standard instructions are 3:1, like 3 parts of resin and 1 part of hardener. You can use any brand, but for me epoch works well. So it is 1:3 ratio for this particular brand. We need a standard measuring device of some kind, some plastic containers just to mix your resin and hardener, and some spoons and spatulas. You can, if you are a regular resin artist, you can invest over some silicone cups and stirrers, but here I am going to teach very basic way of how to do it. So we are measuring 3 parts of resin here. Make sure the measurements are perfect because that gives you good results. So that's about 3 parts of resin and 1 part of hardener. So now you see they are not mixed initially. You can see resin and hardener separated. Now when you start mixing it, it forms a very cloudy kind of mixture, you can see. So we'll have to mix till it becomes clear and resin and hardener are properly mixed together. So keep mixing. Don't forget to scrape the edges properly because it leaves some blind spots wherein the resin and hardener doesn't mix properly. So that never sets over any number of years. So make sure everything is mixed properly, scrape the edges and be patient while mixing. This is the only hard step. You can see some bubbles over there. In this epoch art, the resin, the bubbles come up automatically and pop. So that's one good thing. Like you wouldn't need this torch. I mean, at least in my experience, I never used the torch before, although I had one, because all the bubbles would automatically come up and pop. In case you feel that it is necessary, you can have any thing. And now I'm using some sand in the glass as my base. Now whatever resin I've mixed, I'm putting it in 3 to 4 parts here to mix some colors. So I'm taking the very basic pigments, paint pigments. These are opaque. I got it from a local hardware store. So I'm taking a little bit of blue and green, mixing here to get a little teal color. You can just invest in the primary colors and then do your own combination so that you need not have those fancy colors and pigments. Any metallic paint or anything would work with resin, but it depends on the kind of look that you want, the opacity you want. So yeah, there are a lot of pigments available in the market. You can just go around and explore. I'm trying to keep it very minimum and basic. So I'm mixing the colors, starting with white. Mix them very thoroughly so the pigment completely mixes with the resin. I think I'm good to go with white. Now I'm going ahead with the same knife and mixing all the blue. You can use separate spoons. Here I'm kind of blending all the colors together, so it doesn't matter. I want very pastel and light colors because I'm going for an ocean theme pour. Now I'm mixing green and blue together to get a little teal. I think this is pretty dark. I'm adding a little bit more of green here. So keep mixing until you get your desired colors. Like I said, you don't need any fancy pigments here. I'm using my regular paint pigments, and to get the sand-like effect, I didn't have the brown. So what I'm going to do is use the Folk Art gold glaze here and mix it over the resin. use your creativity and just find the colors that you want. You can find it with your basic paints as well. You can add mica powders, pigments, glitters, anything into your resin. Once you get a hang of it, I think resin art is very satisfying and very it's a nice form of art to explore. So I'm just getting the right color for my sand-like effect. There you go, I have my brown. Setting those aside, I have this white acrylic base. It's a circular base. I've protected my base surface and then kept this acrylic board over a height, like I showed you those sand jars I placed under this acrylic base. Now I'm pouring all the colors one after the other to get my desired ocean kind of look. Starting with the sand color brown. Always add little less resin than what you want, because resin tends to expand and spread. So use a little less resin than actually required. So a little bit of blue and green and white. It already looks beautiful. Like I said, it automatically spreads. You need not mix it. But then I want to give it a little wave kind of effect, so I'm just filling over the gaps with the white and giving a little waves here and there. So the setting time for this resin is 24 hours, and I think in the first 12 to 18 hours it is like touch ready, as in you'll be able to handle it and move it from one place to the other, and let it be there for at least 24 hours so that it is crystal clear. And the beauty of this resin is it dries out so crystal clear and very glary. It looks awesome. So I'm now adding a little this is a IKEA poster that I had in pinboard cork material. So I am planning to make a pin board in Rakhi theme, so I'm adding the letters BRO, B-R-O, and giving it a little quirk. So the cork helps in pinning all your memories, photographs and stuff. And to give it adding more interest, I'm just adding some glass crystals and some shells here and there randomly, just to add in some more interest. This is a very optional step. You can decorate it as you want. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up, and you can ask me any questions or anything related to it, or just say hi. I would really love to answer you all. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have loads of techniques coming up, so stay tuned. Bye.